What's up, YouTube? In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how I do my slab shots. All you need is a golf club, golf ball, and a bunch of concrete slabs from Walmart or Home Depot or Lowe's or pretty much any other store. Just go buy them. They're like $5 a piece. Anyway, I'm going to teach you guys how to do it. It's actually pretty simple unless you're doing like 15 in a row or 17 in a row. But in general, it actually is pretty simple, so stay tuned. Before we get into the rest of the video and the most important part, here are all my 17 slabs. That's all I have. I'm hoping to extend my collection soon so I can beat the world record again. But I use a GoPro for a separate angle. I use my iPhone and a GoPro for 2 different camera angles. And then I use a 4-iron and a Wilson staff, whatever they're called, bouncy ball, Duo Soft. They actually work so well for slab shots because I don't know if it's low compression, high compression, or whatever the heck it is, but it's super soft, and when it hits off of a slab, it bounces extremely far, which is what you need. So I know you guys were probably thinking this was going to be extremely in-depth and a long video, but to be quite honest with you, it's super simple to explain. So I'm just going to set up a double slab shot. It's just going to be 2 slabs, and I'm going to try and dunk it in the hole, and you'll see the finished product at the very end of this video. Show you exactly what I'm thinking in the process of doing a slab shot. So right now I'm estimating for this particular shot, I'm going to set the ball up right about here, and I'm using a 4-iron as I said before. And all you really have to do at this point in time, you just have to hit it into this slab. I mean, it's so simple. And then you see where it goes. And then all you do is set up the second slab to where it launches it perfectly and gets within a couple inches of the hole every time. So if you get that down packed, then there's no way it's going to take you 6 hours to dunk it if it's getting within a couple of inches every time. That's quite simple, to be honest. I actually just explained to you dunk shots in a nutshell as well as slab shots. But if we're talking 15 to 17 slabs in a row, it gets a little more complicated. It's the same process, but every time it goes through one more slab, it gets harder. So the first 2 is pretty simple. You're always going to hit it. You're probably always going to hit 3 or 4 in a row. But when you get to 5 and 6 and 7, then you have to be really careful of how you're setting them up. And I mean, the hard part is you have to test the slab shots and get through every single slab so you can keep adjusting. And so when you're at like 16 or 17, say you have 16 set up, you have to get through 16 before you can put the 17th slab down in order for it to work, if that makes sense. So literally all it is trial and error. You hit it in the first, you hit it in the second, then you see where it goes, then you set up the third, see where it goes, set up the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and until you get to 17, or whatever it may be. So I'm going to start setting this up for you. So that was probably super sped up and maybe in time lapse or whatever it was, but it was about 4 minutes of real-time filming. So virtually 4 minutes to set up a slab shot that gets within an inch of landing in the hole every time. Let's see if we can get it. One little tip, always use the same type of golf ball when doing slab shots. you guys get the point. That's how a dunk shot, bank shot works. Clearly I never made it because it lipped out, landed in the hole, lipped out again, horseshoe lipped out, then landed in the hole, whatever. I just don't have time to work on this shot because it's not gonna go viral. Anyway, this happens to me a lot. I will grind on a trick shot for hours and then I finally dunk it and it'll pop out. Probably the most frustrating feeling ever. Honestly, I've only worked on this one for about 11 or 12 minutes, so it doesn't stress me out. But imagine doing that for an hour or two, then dunking it, having it pop out. That's frustrating. That makes you want to quit, but when you actually make that shot, you get so hyped. It's so awesome. But basically that's all I have, and that's how you do a bank shot and kind of a dunk shot, even though I didn't make it.